Most mornings on Elm Street were quiet. The school bus would come, crows would caw in the trees, and sleepy-eyed kids would shuffle to their stops holding Pop-Tarts and mismatched backpacks. But Leo Mendez, 8 years old, always came out 5 minutes earlier than everyone else. Not because he was excited about school, but because of the dog. A mangy, golden-furred mutt with one floppy ear and tired eyes that had seen too much of the world. He'd been hanging around the edge of the neighborhood for weeks. Thin, cautious, silent. And Leo? Leo had started leaving food for him. First it was scraps, then a slice of bologna, eventually full sandwiches wrapped in napkins. Every day, same routine. Leo would place the food by the fence, sit cross-legged 10 feet away and wait. The dog would come out slowly from behind the dumpster, tail low, sniff, eat, then vanish. No barking, no wagging, just trust. Quiet trust. Leo called him Rocket because he said he looks like he's ready to blast off, just hasn't figured out where to go yet. Leo's mom, Maria, didn't know. She was too busy working double shifts at the diner and keeping the lights on since Leo's dad left. But the routine gave Leo purpose. Every morning, wake up, pack lunch, pack Rocket's snack, walk to the bus stop. And every morning, Rocket would be there, waiting, until one day, he wasn't. Leo showed up early, sat, waited. No Rocket. He waited until the bus came. Nothing. Same the next day, and the next. Leo tried to act like it was nothing, like it didn't matter. But at night, he stared out his bedroom window longer than usual, just in case. Then came Monday. Rain, wind, a science test Leo hadn't studied for. One of those everything goes wrong days. Halfway through math class, he asked to go to the bathroom and never made it back. What happened next would shock the entire school and make Rocket a name the whole town would remember. It started with a headache. Leo had barely made it to the hallway when he stumbled, clutching his stomach. The world blurred, the walls tilted. A strange, sharp pain stabbed behind his eyes. A teacher found him slumped near the water fountain. They thought it was dehydration, until he collapsed. By the time the nurse arrived, Leo's face was pale. His breathing was shallow. And then his eyes rolled back. Panic swept through the school. The principal called 911. The nurse began CPR. A crowd formed, and no one noticed the side door to the school gym had opened. No one saw the dog sneak in. Rocket had followed the scent. He hadn't shown up for days because he'd been limping, caught his paw in a piece of wire behind the old gas station. But today, something pulled him back. A smell, a feeling. He didn't understand humans the way they understood each other, but he understood Leo. And he knew something was wrong. Students screamed as Rocket burst down the hallway. Teachers shouted, but Rocket didn't stop. He darted between legs, skidded around corners, and made it straight to Leo's side. The nurse stepped back in shock. The principal tried to pull the dog away, but Rocket planted himself beside the boy. Nose pressed to Leo's cheek, one paw on his chest. And then he barked. Once, twice, 3 sharp barks. Then he whined and licked Leo's face. And something changed. Leo gasped, coughed, opened his eyes. Everyone froze. The EMTs arrived seconds later. By then, Leo was conscious, weak, confused, but alive. Rocket sat calmly beside him, refusing to move. The paramedics loaded Leo into the ambulance. And Rocket, he jumped in after him. No one dared stop him. Word spread like wildfire. A stray dog had found his way into a school and saved a boy's life. The local news showed up within hours. Footage of Rocket in the back of the ambulance went viral on social media. They called him the angel dog. The miracle mutt, Leo's guardian. But to La, he was just Rocket, his Rocket, the one who never asked for anything except to be seen. At the hospital, doctors ran every test. Turns out Leo had a rare type of seizure. Silent, dangerous, the kind that creeps in unnoticed until it doesn't. The doctor said that if Rocket hadn't gotten to him in time, if he hadn't triggered a reaction, a gasp, a heartbeat, Leo might not have made it. Maria, his mother, wept. And Rocket? He curled up beside Leo's bed like he belonged there, like he always had. For the next 3 days, Rocket never left the room. Nurses brought him bowls of water. Visitors brought him toys and treats. The hospital officially made an exception. Rocket was now a guest of honor. Kids from other rooms visited to pet the hero dog. The local news did a feature. A bakery sent over bone-shaped cookies with Rocket's name on them. But Rocket didn't care about the cameras. He only cared about Leo. When Leo finally got to go home, Rocket went with him. Maria didn't ask questions. She just opened the car door. Rocket jumped in. Weeks passed. Rocket got a proper checkup, vaccines, a collar, a tag. But he never wanted a leash. He just stayed close to Leo, walking him to the bus, waiting at the stop, sleeping at the foot of his bed. And when Leo had nightmares, Rocket was always there. Then came the ceremony. The mayor called, the school board, even the state representative. They wanted to give Rocket a medal. Leo stood beside him at City Hall as cameras flashed. Rocket wore a little vest. It said, "Service Dog, Family." Leo spoke into the microphone. "I don't think Rocket saved me because he was trained. I think he saved me because I mattered to him." The crowd applauded. Maria cried again. Rocket licked Leo's hand, but the story didn't end there. Because one day, a man in a dark blue uniform knocked on their door. He was from a canine therapy program. He had heard about Rocket and wanted to offer him something special. Training, certification, a way to visit hospitals, schools, places where scared kids needed comfort. Rocket passed with flying colors, not because he followed every command, but because when kids cried, he didn't move. He stayed. He saw. Now Rocket visits a children's hospital every Friday. He sits beside beds, lets small hands tug his fur, licks tears off tired cheeks. He became more than Leo's dog. He became a reminder that sometimes love doesn't bark loud. Sometimes it just shows up. They say not all heroes wear capes. Some wear scars. Some walk on 4 legs. Some sleep beside the ones they saved. Rocket never asked for medals, or praise, or fame. He just asked to be seen. So maybe next time you see someone, man or mutt, standing on the outside, look closer, because the heart that's been forgotten might be the one that saves you.